whistle. Brilliant! A world draw. That is a goal from paradise.
Hello, welcome sports fans of football menu. Welcome back. The international break is over and we are just ready to go into the next round of matches for the big leagues across Europe. Now, the last time out we were looking at surprises, drama, a lot of shocks. But this week, let's see what happens. I am Ray P, your host, and I'm joined by my co-host, Wayne G. Greetings, Wayne.
Greetings, Ray. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to another episode of Football Menu.
Well, we have some big games coming up this weekend, and of course, the Merseyside Derby is one of them. We also have a London Derby where Spurs will host West Ham. Manchester City will be going up against Arsenal, and of course we have another good match coming up on Monday where Leeds United will host Wolves. But let's jump right into the Merseyside Derby. So this will be the 288th Merseyside Derby, and the first one of which was held on the 13th of October 1894 between, of course, the two Merseyside rivals. That's the blue half, which is Everton, and the red half, Liverpool. Of course, there is some fireworks that will be expected coming into this fixture, mainly because Everton, they are in red at form, especially being led by one of the joint leading scorers of the competition so far. That's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who has 6 goals. Now, we see where Liverpool suffered a shocking 7-2 defeat to Aston Villa last match day, and they will be trying to put those wrongs right when they go across Stanley Park to play at Goodison Park. But Wayne, let it be known that while Everton hasn't done well in the Merseyside derbies of late, because they haven't defeated Liverpool in almost 10 years now. The last time that was in 2010. Matches at Goodison tended to peter out to draws, especially the last few matches there were 0-0 draws, right? But it's
definitely
yes, it's only at. Go ahead.
Yes, the last 3 games I must add ended up in 0-0 draws. So definitely we shouldn't really expect too much based on the history books, but given what we have seen thus far, maybe this trend is gonna be reversed, because having scored 11 goals and conceded 11, we can almost safely say that Liverpool will concede, right? While Everton scored 12 so far and have only conceded 5 goals. So something is going to happen in that game. We're going to see some goals, definitely based on the form book so far.
Yes, and this game marks marks 5 years to the day since Jurgen Klopp took charge of his first ever Liverpool match, which was a 0-0 draw at Tottenham. And he has never lost to Everton since he has been at the helm at Liverpool. He has played 11 matches, won 7 and drawn 4. Now, Calvert-Lewin, we spoke about him. He has scored 9 goals in 6 appearances for Everton in all competitions this season, making him the top scorer for a player in the top 5 European leagues so far. We should also look at Mohamed Salah. He's one of the players that we could watch out for this match, because he has now scored 99 Premier League games for Liverpool. 99 Premier League goals, for Liverpool. And that's 99 goals in all competition for Liverpool, right? And his next goal will make him become the 17th player to score 100 goals for Liverpool, right? And he would be the 3rd fastest to do so after Roger Hunt, 144 games, and Jack Parkinson, 153 games. Right now, Salah has gone 158 games. So we see where Ancelotti will be going up against Klopp, but we have players like Dominic Calvert-Lewin who want to continue that rich vein of form, as well as Mohamed Salah, and he has scored against 25 of the 26 Premier League teams that he has faced so far, right? So a lot is at stake. Liverpool seem to be a wounded lion, but this is where they are at their most dangerous. Everton, it's been really eons away when Everton were in this position ahead of Liverpool. The Merseyside derby sometimes does not live up, especially from the blue half side, to be a classic. But anything can happen this weekend, and guess what? It kicks off the matches this week because it is on TV 12:30 British time, which is 6:30 in Jamaica. What do you have to say again about that one? Any predictions?
It should. I see Everton actually edging this one. It's either going to be a 2-1 victory for Everton or a 1-0 victory. I see them edging this one. Right now, they expect Mane to be back as well as Thiago.
Yes.
Right, coming back right after COVID. But given what we've seen from Everton thus far and what we've seen, especially in the last game from Liverpool, I don't think that the confidence is where it should be. And especially at the back, especially in goal, there are some jitters there, and I don't think
with Adrian.
Yes, so I'm gonna
but,
put.
But guess what, Wayne? Guess what, Wayne?
Yes.
Everton also have some issues with their goalkeeper because Jordan Pickford, while he is backed by his England manager Gareth Southgate, he is a worrying side for Ancelotti. So we may well see some goals indeed if the goalkeepers are really unsure.
Yes, we may really see some goals, and I do think that Ancelotti has a plan. He won't try to stop Liverpool from passing, but what he'll do is close off those lanes that Thiago will want to exploit, especially with Mane and Firmino with their off-the-ball movement up front. So it's going to be interesting how Klopp counteracts what Ancelotti does on Saturday.
Okay. Manchester City will be going up against Arsenal, and that's the teacher up against the apprentice, the master against the apprentice in the form of Pep Guardiola hosting Mikel Arteta. Of course, Arteta spent some time under his tutelage at Manchester City. Now, this is the third of 4 Premier League games for City this season, of course, but they have only 4 points from the 3 matches. We know that the last match they drew 1-1 with Leeds. But put it into context now, Arsenal have won 8 of their last 12 Premier League games, right? They lost only 3 and draw 1, but they seem to be having a good run of form so far, and I think that Mikel Arteta is getting his philosophy across, the system that he wants to play. He might not have the players yet because he has only gone through just a few transfer windows, but and interestingly, they got the man that they wanted, Thomas Partey.
Yes, finally. This is a classic case of finally getting your man. And for City, I think no one actually can predict what their starting lineup would be, especially coming off the international break with Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling pulling out of their respective national teams with what were suspected to be injuries for each of them. But Aguero should be back, right? But what Arsenal is showing, though, they are showing real intent. They are coming for the title. They got Partey. Definitely, we expect him to be in the starting 11. And based on what we're seeing, Arsenal should be the more confident team going into this game, even though Aubameyang is a bit doubtful for this game. I still see them prevailing in this game against Man City, albeit at the Etihad.
Whoa, whoa, that's you're a brave man, Wayne. But we will not argue that because 2020 has served up a lot of surprises so far and still many more to come. So we look forward to that encounter. We skip over to the London Derby, which comes up on Sunday, where Spurs will host West Ham United. Um, what's Spurs coming off the back of a 6-1 hammering, of Manchester United, and of course West Ham defeating Leicester City 3-0. So what are we looking at now, Wayne, between these two London rivals?
I'm expecting some goals. Yeah, Spurs did the double over West Ham last season, but I don't think we can even look at that, the past results for this game, because this is what seems to be a new look West Ham team. They look reinvigorated. They look like they have new purpose. And even though Spurs, they are coming off a really impressive game against Manchester United, I don't see them running away with this one like they did with the Manchester United game. Everyone is expecting to see Gareth Bale running out. Some troubles there for the West Ham backline, no doubt about that. And there's quite an interesting battle to look forward to in that game with the young Jared Bowen, going up against Reguilon down that flank. Reguilon on the left for Spurs and Bowen on the right for West Ham. That's going to be a fireworks affair right there.
Okay, that seems good. But I think Jose Mourinho may just be getting his engine revved up, given the fact that he has done some work in the transfer market. He's getting the team to be what he wants, and we know the type of teams Jose Mourinho usually assembles. So fans can look out for excitement.
Definitely.
Leeds versus Wolves. I see where the promoted team Leeds, they are winning over some fans, especially the neutrals. They like the expansive, expressive football that they are playing. Some may say that it opens so much to counter, but it is the way Marcelo Bielsa coaches his team, and he wants them to play. Wolves, I find that the levels that they set themselves and played at last season, they're not replicating that at the moment. However, it's still early days in the Premier League, and as the window is now closed, especially the European window, even though the teams in England, they still can do business up to tomorrow the 16th, but they can only do it locally. Wolves not balanced yet. However, I think this one may be a cracker given the way both teams usually play, and I think pace, the athleticism of both teams will come to the fore on Monday afternoon.
Definitely. So, two brave teams, as I would want to describe them, two brave teams who really and truly, in terms of pushing the line, they are right up there. And even though Wolves have done the double over them the last time they met in the 2017-2018 season, winning 4-1 at home and away 3-0 at Ellen Road versus Leeds, I see this game to be a pretty equal run because both teams, they basically are at the same level, right? Wolves have been in the Premier League for a little while now without going back down. This is like their third straight season. Leeds coming up, they want to keep their spot, right? But for this game, I really do see Marcelo Bielsa trying to take the scalp of one of the teams that he would fancy himself against. Definitely fancy himself against this Wolves team. He has shown what he can do against the big guys, and I think he will really be confident going up against this Wolves team. But Wolves, though, they are determined to do one better than they did last season, right? By qualifying for the Champions League. So no doubt with their new signings, they are going to want to capitalize and take advantage of being at home and actually taking this newly promoted Leeds team out of the way.
Okay, we hop over now into the rest of the European leagues and we'll show the fixtures, of course, on screen. In League 1, we see Dijon hosting Rennes and, of course, Nimes hosting PSG. Of course, the other matches will come up and we see them on screen. Marseille hosting Bordeaux and Strasbourg, Lyon. In the Spanish La Liga, it will be Celta Vigo hosting Atletico Madrid, while Real Madrid will host Cadiz. Barcelona travel to Getafe, and on Sunday, Valencia will play away to Villarreal. In the Italian Serie A, this one promises to be a cracker coming up, Wayne. It's Napoli versus Atalanta, and we have the Milan derby, Internazionale. That's Inter Milan against AC Milan. That's the big one in Italy this weekend. And of course, there are some concerns in Italy given the new spike in coronavirus. We know what happened the last match day when Napoli, reports coming out now officially that Juventus have been awarded 3 points, and Napoli have been docked a point. So they have been docked a point. So interesting times in Italy, but we can look forward to that one. And the big news in Italy, of course, is that Cristiano Ronaldo has tested positive for coronavirus. In the German Bundesliga, Mainz 05 will host Bayer Leverkusen, while Augsburg will host RB Leipzig. Bayern Munich will play away to Arminia Bielefeld, and Borussia Dortmund will play away to Hoffenheim. So that win brings us to the end of our show. And of course, we just want to remind the fans that this is Football Menu, the show where we serve up scrumptious and delicious football meals right off the football grill, out of the football oven, onto your plate in your living room. This is Ray P, and I'm saying continue to remain safe. Like, subscribe, share the video, make your comments. We want to hear from you, the fans. Whatever team you support, it's your team. Be happy for your team. Let us hear what you have to say about the program. And of course, remember that this weekend promises to be firecracker. Many derbies to play. Watch out for them.